Hey guys, Matt with Brentwood Sports and Collectibles, back for my first eBay mail day. I've got a bin full of stuff here I need to get through. Oh, sorry about the camera. Just to give you an idea a little bit more about the stuff that I PC myself, I'll just start with the box. So, I've been collecting for years, and just a few players I still PC or think that are underpriced, undervalued. This is from, I think it's Crut Cards, Sports Cards, something like that. Yeah. Basically, this is a lot of 100, not 20, not 30, but actual. Let me dump out the styrofoam peanuts. A lot of 100 1994. 95 Topps basketball Jason Kidd only, his first rookie card, and a lot of these are a little dusty, but just a player that I think is tremendously undervalued for what he did for the sport, his unselfishness as a player, and now, of course, he's the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. But I thought it was cool to be able to get a lot. And maybe some are gradable, maybe not, but just, to get 100 of his rookie card. I PC him, so I have just about every one of his cards. But, of course, the newer stuff, before he retired, they got crazy with the refractors and everything. So there's a bunch in here. So that's one item, one two bed. So let's see next. There's probably just one card. Advertising. Okay, star stuff. Other thing I PC a lot is older basketball. And the older basketball I PC is from the mid-'80s. Back when basketball cards, Topps did basketball up until 1982, and then they lost the license to do them, and a company called Star actually paid for the license to do the teams. And Star, the way that a lot of people don't even know it existed, but Star only produce these in team sets, so you would have to buy a bag team set from your local card shop, where the card shop would order so many bag team sets and they would break them, sell them individually. So I'm in the process of slowly putting a complete set together. This is 1984 Star, and then they had the basic card, and then they had their own subsets, if you will. Like, this is a 25 card set of the Lakers and Celtics championship series. So that's something, if you get a chance to Google Star Company, it's really interesting to see how, they lasted up until Fleer got the license in 86, 87, but Jordan's true rookie card is in 1985. People are skeptical of these just because they feel like they've been reprinted. PSA doesn't grade them, but Beckett does. And if you read a few different articles and how it originated, they destroyed all the plates. So therefore, the earlier, like the 83, 84, basically people started chasing Jordan when he came out. So the older stuff, is still, there's no reason to reprint these. So, but the good thing is Beckett, he sent them in to get graded the BGS, and they can prove that they're authentic or not. So that's just some of the star stuff. Also in there, I think there was one Michael Vick card. Just thought it was cool. Number 48 of 150. I also PC Vick. Being in Atlanta for a lot of years, where I lived, he just, he was the one that filled the stands every game. Didn't know what he was going to do. still to this day, I think one of the quickest players of our time. So let's move on with the Mailday stuff. So once again, here's some more of the Star Company cards. This is 1984. And they also released the print runs on all these, and a lot of them, there's not more than 5,000 to 10,000 of each card, if not less. The hardest thing was to find these in good condition, being they were in team, basically sealed bags. I got banged up real good, so this is probably just a lot of a few. 1984. I think I bought a few other cards from this guy too. Pat Cummings, Rory Sparrow, Tucker, Paul Pressey. Here's another person that I PC's, Deion Sanders. I think his stuff is undervalued. He was one of the few players that talked trash but backed it up, and that's why I respected him and what he did for the game. This is an awesome card out of 1992 Stadium Club High Number Series, which was really short printed compared to the Stadium 1 and Stadium 2. The Stadium 3 series had one of the coolest cards of him with the Braves hat, Falcons uniform, so that's different. And this 92 Upper Deck gold edition, gold holograms, got a G. Those were, I think they were randomly packed, but I just like that card. I always have. I'd buy 1,000 of them if I can, get them cheap. You know, I just thought that's a really cool card. 93 Topps Finest. Looks like it's a little bit color washed out. A lot of people don't know this is 1993 Finest. They did a 1992 Finest as like almost like a test issue, and they only made them in team or a complete set. I think it was 44 cards. I think I might have got one of those, so I'll show you. 95 Upper Deck Jordan. Basically minor league card, and here's another Deion. Let's say 1998. Just you know, cool pose, cool card. So let's see, moving on. Wrapping a thank you bag. Let's see. Wow. Times over. Get into it eventually. Probably just the. Ooh. There we go. 1993. This is Griffey Jr. PSA Mint 9. Stadium Club. This one was, if you notice, it says 1992 All-Star, and the way that this came, this is one that you couldn't get out of a pack. You had to buy the actual Murphy Dome, and you get basically one set. So just something like somewhat PC. Griffey, just always respected him, so he's somebody that, you know, when I find the stuff cheap, pick it up, go from there. Let's see. Okay, here's some more, like I was talking about earlier, the Star Company basketball. We put them all in one box. So, just some of the early 80s. And some of these I'll probably send to Beckett just to get graded. Just more or less, not even for the grading purposes, just for the authenticity of them. Like I said, they have no problem slabbing them and showing that they're authentic, and it's like a slow process to, as I build the set of each of the years. Or some more of the Lakers and Celtics cards, but just to give you an idea. And that's kind of like my heyday. That's when I grew up. That's the sport I watched basketball. Lakers and Celtics were the team, the rivalry. So, of course, now they did the 30 for 30 on ESPN. I would definitely advise people just to take a look to see how rugged they played and, you know, all the different situations they were in back in the 80s. So let's see. Looks like this pack is tucked in there real good. At least they're soft sleeves, so that's not bad. This is just a lot, probably Jason Kidd rookies. There's some more of the tops, upper deck, those kind of things. But like I said, he's one of the players that could have dominated the game without scoring a point. People talk about the young kids coming up like Lonzo Ball. Think pass first, but not only did Jason Kidd do that, he thought about what's the next play, put people in position to score. That's why, you know, I PC him, Magic Johnson, so much because of what they did and how they made everybody around them better. So let's continue on here. Okay, so at least is so far everything's been wrapped real good. Here's something you don't see every day. This is 1997 Fleer Sports Illustrated. Came out in wax packs, 24 packs to a box, and they had randomly packed swimsuit issue cards, and this is a set of just Beyonce, which 1997, you know, I think there were every few packs. I think there's 10 in the set. No autographs back then, but I thought that was real interesting that they did that back then when Destiny Child was so popular. And look, you know, now you're looking at 15-20 years later, and they were proactive back then in choosing her. So something that I think I paid $10-15 for the set, but something that your pop culture, you know, will spend generations just everybody knowing who that is, etc., etc. So let's see. Okay, here's what I was talking about at one of the other videos. This is the first year of Topps Finest Football, and what it was, factory seal, I think it's 44 cards, but just to give you an idea, this is what it looked like. And some of the stars are in there, Emmett, Barry, and the sets were not numbered, but they wanted to get people's, you know, opinion of how well a product would sell. Look how well Topps Finest is done, because this came out before the 93 Topps Finest baseball. This is 92 football, so set's relatively inexpensive, but no refractors, but it's just your basic nice shiny card. So let's see. Wrapped good in a bubble mailer. Let's see if I can get 2 cards. Bonus card. Okay. Here's a player, one of the baseball players that I collect even to today. And unfortunately, he's not currently even on a team, having yet another surgery. Josh Hamilton. Incredible eye for the ball, incredible power. A lot of people remember him for the 2000, I think it was 12 All-Star Game home run. Just kept hitting them out of the park, home run derby. Just had too many stints with, you know, addiction to drugs and alcohol. But my opinion, still was a great player, and somebody that I'm rooting for to come back, at least maybe to be a pinch hit or something. But I just thought that was cool. I just wanted to always have a, you know, a 10 in his Bowman Chrome rookie. And the guy threw in a bonus card, a grandstand, so one of the minor league cards. So that was pretty cool. So, and I still currently collect Josh Hamilton in my PC. So if there's any, you got them laying around, any and all inserts, anything. I just, you know, the man went through so much with all his injuries, and I still think he's in his mid-30s, so let's see if I can get, okay, some more star stuff. So, star 1984, this is probably just the coaches. They did a coaches set, and these seem to be in pretty good shape. Of course, with the blue cards, you got to watch the corners. All-Star Game set, Dr. J. This, let's see. There's Magic. That's the Lakers Celtics 1984. And they also did like an award winner set. So I'm just trying to show stuff that I haven't seen anybody on YouTube to show any of these star cards. So just to let people know they do exist. And a lot of it was I consider the golden age of NBA with Magic and Bird. Jordan coming in. There's Larry Nance. His son plays for the Lakers. That's when he won the slam dunk thing back in 83, 84 season. But like I said, these were not in packs, so you couldn't walk into your local drugstore. You had to go to your LCS. So that's why I think these are tremendously undervalued. They also did 5x7s, which are real cool. I got a couple of those. I'm a big Lakers fan, so of course I've got to have all the Lakers throughout those years. And I've got the early 80s and of course the late 90s, all the Lakers stuff, but that's just something different. I might send some of these to get graded, but like I said, more or less just to be slabbed to show that they're authentic. So, a few more, and we're done. This is, wow. Hopefully nothing's bent. Ooh, wrapped well. Hopefully there's at least some plastic on the cards. I'm not tearing up the corners. Doesn't look like it's too bad. Okay, this is a set. I'm trying to remember what year it was. I want to say it's 1991. They did a couple years of these Foot Locker Slamfest set, and in this set, it is sealed. There were a lot of stars from that year. The biggest two were the Griffey Jr. and the Deion Sanders. And believe it or not, they had Mike Conley, who currently plays for the Grizzlies, back because he was a big, I think it was long jumper. So that's cool. That's an actual set of them. Okay, I think one last one here, and then I'll do it. This might just be a lot. Let's see. Taped up good. Looks like the cards are in sleeves as well, so that's good. Yeah, another lot. This is a plastic bag. Probably just more Jason Kidd's. Being I didn't collect a lot in the mid 2000s, so I'm missing a lot of his cards there, but yeah, there we go. So not everything is sleeve, but you know, some of these like the Topps Finest, SP Rookie, all throughout. You know, it's funny, he started his career with the Mavericks, went to Phoenix. A lot of people know him for in New Jersey. New Jersey, back in the early 2000s, took them to the finals. Him, Kenyon Martin, Kerry Kittles, they had a great team. But of course, the early 2000s, that was the Shaq and Kobe era, so they at least got to the finals, which, you know, the Vegas odds were just phenomenal that they would not get there at the beginning of the season, and just shows that it doesn't matter what team he was on, he made everybody around him better, and he finally got his championship with Dallas towards the end of his career. So there's a difficult SP Rookie. Not an expensive card, but really hard to find, just like the 93 Derek Jeter, that foil chips so easily. And there's a die cut, which is just like an arc, which goes for good money graded because they're so hard to find a good shape. So here's just a variety of stuff. I'm sure I picked them up for a few bucks, but you know, I'll always pick him up no matter what. So, okay, guys, that's the end of eBay mail day. Thanks for watching. Any questions, give me a comment below. If you like the video, if you want to learn more about Star Company, definitely Google them, just to show that, you know, there's a lot of, I think, undervalued cards in those years, and the true rookies of like John Stockton, Michael Jordan, of course, are in the years 95 or 85 stars. So feel free to comment below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.